Okay, is it working? I think so. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay, I think we're just waiting on a couple people to join. Let's see if that works. Okay. Just waiting on Adam and Costas. Can you guys hear me okay? See. This is okay. Awesome. Okay, Sarah, you give me heads up that you can hear me, so that's great. Okay, so I think we're just waiting on Adam and Costas to join us, and then we should be good to go. So I just want to see, I'll get them to write in the chat. Okay, there's Adam. He has joined. And now we're just waiting on Costas to join. Okay, I'm not really sure where Costas is, but we will just get started for the sake of time. So welcome everyone to my kitchen and welcome to lesson 5. So just to start this webinar off, I'm going to give you guys a just short BuzzFeed quiz. It actually doesn't really have anything to do with Riverdale, but I thought it would just be a fun way to kind of start this webinar, something light. So let me know what answers you guys get. It's basically a movie checklist, and it lets you know what age it thinks that you are. I got 23, so it's like somewhat accurate, but take a look. I just shared the link with you guys in the chat, so if you could go on to that, and then we'll move on to some activities. Okay. And just make sure the link is working. So just let me know if you have any problems. Okay. Move the camera a little bit so it's somewhat better. So like I said, I got age 23, so we'll see what you guys get. A lot of movies to check through. And let me know what some of your favorites are. Oh, Sarah got 19. Okay. Nice. So it actually put you in, but a little bit younger. 34. Wow. So Adam, I'm assuming you've seen all the old movies, not so many of the new ones. They kind of lost me on the new ones. I haven't seen some of those ones. Please tell me everyone has seen Clueless, though. I feel like that's a classic, so you should be watching that. Cinderella's Story, good old Hilary Duff. Chad Michael Murray. One Tree Hill. Oh, Kelsey got 19 too. Okay, so you've seen probably more of the earlier ones then. Nice. Adam, you've never seen Clueless? Okay, that is homework for this week. You need to go and watch Clueless. That's what you need to do. Okay, I don't really know where Costas went. So I think we'll just kind of continue on. All right, so this week I'm going to ask you guys to play with MindMeister a little bit, and we'll kind of get into an activity with that. But first, I'm going to have you guys do just a short Nearpod activity where I'm going to ask you guys some questions about how you feel about the episode we just watched, episode 5. Okay, so I will give you the link to that, and you can write in what you think. I know he's skipping. This is going to be a problem. It's going to go on his report card. Learning skills. It's going to be poor. Okay, so there's the Nearpod. And then for anyone who maybe had watched the episode of Riverdale early, got kind of a head start, can't really remember what happened in chapter 5, I'm going to give you guys a link to the episode 5 page. It's kind of like a Wikipedia page, so you guys can see what's going on. So you guys can just like kind of have a little recap. And lesson code, that would be very helpful, wouldn't it? Okay. No, did I get that right? There you go. Put the webcam on my laptop in the bottom, so I feel like it looks very weird because you can see my fingers typing, but whatever. Technology. So. Okay, so Adam is in. He got in no problem. Let's wait on everyone else. Okay, Sarah's in. We're just waiting on Kelsey, it looks like. Oh, there's Costas. All right, he showed up. Costas, if you want to do the BuzzFeed quiz that I posted earlier on, feel free. It's basically you pick all the movies that you've seen, and then it's supposed to tell you what age you are. So maybe you'll get the same age as Adam, who got the age 34. So that's always good. But if not, oh, okay, Kelsey got in. Oh, okay, Adam's posted in the Nearpod. Awesome. There we go, and there we go. We got 2 more. Constantine the Great. That's a good name. I like it. Nice use of nicknames. Yeah, sometimes you do have to type it in. I think we had to do that with Dave's one that he hosted as well. So sometimes it just doesn't work to copy and paste. Okay. Oh, okay. We got another message here. All right, so everyone's responded. So it seems like most of you enjoyed some part of the episode in some way. So Adam says that you liked that it was intense. I think Riverdale is always intense, so I think that's something you can expect with that show. And you wonder who sent Hermione the message. Okay, definitely a big cliffhanger. Got to figure who that is. Sarah said, I liked that Archie finally got away from Miss Grundy and got a new music teacher. Very true. Miss Grundy, as we not a very well liked character. I'm not feeling Miss Grundy either. She's kind of a creep. Kelsey, I liked that we finally see Cheryl has a soul. Yeah, so we've talked about it a little bit with Cheryl's character development, but for sure we're seeing some changes in Cheryl. And Constantine the Great, I enjoyed the pacing plot-wise. Did not enjoy how there wasn't enough development, though. Okay, so you're expecting a little bit more from episode 5. Okay, Adam said Grundy's a bad apple. I would agree with that. Okay. All right, so some different responses. Okay, so where do you guys think the show is going moving forward after watching episode 5? Let's see. Ooh, something's crazy is going to happen at Jason's funeral. Yeah, okay, for sure. Definitely interesting that Archie did not take the captain position. Oh, there has to be a plot twist coming up. Oh, Clifford killed Jason. All right, we'll see if that happens. I don't know. No answers there yet about who killed Jason. Oops, Sarah's saying, wow, is she like not agreeing with this? I don't know. Oh, Adam said spoiler alerts. Uh-oh, I think he's gonna watch. Has he watched ahead? He might add something that we haven't seen already. Okay, Kostas hasn't in with the production team. All right, so this week I'm going to actually ask you guys to use MindMeister because we're going to be creating a poster using Google Draw. But before we can create the poster, I think we need to talk about what were some of the main events, some of the main characters that were seen in this episode. So I'm going to give you guys a link to the MindMeister, which you guys can add to. It's basically an online mind map, and you should be able to access and share on it. So I've already kind of added one character, Archie, to it because he obviously plays a major role. He's kind of the major character in the show. So you guys can think about, we'll have a focus on Archie and how we think his character is kind of developed and some things that happened to him in episode 5. Okay. If anyone needs any help too, I can share my screen and show you guys how MindMeister works. Yep, right there. Okay. So I think you guys should be able to see my screen now. I can show you guys with MindMeister what you have to do. Can you guys see my screen? You let me know. Yep, okay, we're good. Perfect. Access denied. What? That is very strange. Maybe I have to press present to everyone. There you go. Does that maybe help the situation? And I lost our Google Hangout, so that's always good. Okay, 1 second, just having some technical difficulties here. Okay, so can everyone see my screen? No, it's still set to private. Oh, man. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to screen share. I can kind of just like walk you guys through how MindMeister works. So when you go on to MindMeister, oh, the MindMeister, okay. Oh, man. All right, how about now? Is that working? Okay, so now it worked. All right, now I'm gonna go back and try to screen share because apparently that was not one of the issues we had. And then I can show you guys. So when we go into, but you can't edit. Oh man, okay. So let's go to share, but it should be anyone with the link should be able to edit. Okay. Okay. You want to try that link and see if that works at all? I don't know why you wouldn't be able to edit it. It's coming up that everyone should be able to edit. Okay, perfect. So now we're good. Okay, so as you can see on my screen, we have MindMeister up. So I have Chapter 5, Heart of Darkness, and then we've created a link just to Archie. So when you're using MindMeister, anytime you want to add to like the main sort of bubble, and you can change the titles, all you have to do is just click on it, and then you'd be able to edit. So for example, if we could change this to like Riverdale if we wanted to. Okay. So when you want to add to a bubble, all you have to do is press the add button on the top. You should be able to. So you can press add, and then you can start writing in your different comments, whatever it might be. So we could add in Betty as another character. We could add Jughead in. We could add Jughead in. So make sure, though, that when you go to click add, that you're clicking on pretty much the bubble that you want to add to. So for example, if I wanted to add to Jughead, I would click on the Jughead icon and then press add. If I wanted to add to the Riverdale one, I would click on that and then press add, and then we'll get new ones coming up. Now, if you want to, and you can just keep adding to the mind map, you can go as large or as small as you would like. And then when it comes to like making connections between two things, so for example, if you wanted to make like in episode 5, if we see a connection between Betty and Archie, which I don't believe we did, but let's just say for namesake, or Jughead and Archie, for example, you can click on the icon on the top here where it's like an arrow with the 2 dots, and then you can kind of create some connections between the two. So now we can see, for anyone who's looking at it, can see that Jughead and Archie are related. Okay. Now you can also edit like any of the colors if you would like, or the fonts as well. That's all on the side here. It should pop up for you. You can add in emojis if you would like. So Riverdale makes me really happy, so I can add an emoji there. or, check mark. Riverdale's a great show, so thumbs up to that. And then we can change the colors of the font. We can change the colors of the bubbles. Bubble shapes we can change as well, so we can make it a little bit more crazy. So get creative with it. You can add some things into it. This is what we're going to be using to brainstorm, like I said, ideas that you could then use to create your poster for the week on Google Draw. Okay. Refresh. Okay, so we're seeing some things coming in. Awesome. Some brainstorming. I like it. So sad over Jason's death for Cheryl, beginning to show signs of being an actual human being. That's great. Oh, we got a heart beside Jughead. So yeah, we guess I can tell who probably did that. Oh, we've added some emojis. So you guys are getting really creative with this. Okay. Can we think of anything that might have happened to Archie in this episode that was good? I'm going to turn off screen share now. There we go. All right, so we have a couple ideas coming up in here. Still ones with Cheryl. You can also write in the chat if you would prefer and don't want to use the MindMeister. You could say some things that have been going on within this episode. So we could talk about Archie for a minute. Oh, Archie, music career. Yeah, so we definitely had to make some decisions this time about what he was going to do music-wise. Yeah, it's a really good one. Definitely, he turned down the position of being captain, so that was a really big moment for Archie. Definitely a big moment in the episode. Awesome. Okay, so that kind of gives you a little bit of a sense of how to use MindMeister, which is what we're going to be using, like I said, for this particular lesson. And then after we're done using MindMeister, we're going to proceed and in your groups, the same groups that you used for lesson 3, we're going to be working with Google Draw to create basically a poster that represents the episode that we just watched, so episode 5. So use the ideas that we come up with as a class in MindMeister. And then you can take a look at those. And then you and your groups have access to your own chat room. So you can log on to there, start a conversation with each other, and then you can start working on your Google Draw. And all these instructions are also on the lesson page in the unit. So do we have any questions about MindMeister or anything before we say goodbye to this webinar? Anything in the chat? No. Okay, Kelsey says she's got it. Awesome, thank you. Why does everyone dislike Cheryl or Sarah? I'm not too sure. Anyone want to comment on why they really hate Cheryl before we leave? She's cray. Too mean. Yeah, that's very fair. Yeah. And she's cray. Okay, so I think what we can take away from this webinar is Cheryl is crazy. We don't like Miss Grundy. Yeah, so thank you guys for participating in this webinar. I hope it was beneficial. I hope you learned some stuff. And if you have any questions, just shoot me an email. And if not, good luck working through lesson 5. All right, see ya.